strong.
What's up, J2R family? We're back again. I'm Johnny.
I'm Jeremiah.
And today we are checking out Louis Tomlinson, All Those Voices, Part 5.
But before it's ever not part of J2R family, or it's the first time on our channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button.
Make sure you check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Patreon. If you were checking this out on YouTube, you can probably see over the video, it probably says copyright. That's because Paramount's giving us a really hard time. They've actually emailed us a couple of times that they want to, for us not to show these videos. But we're fighting back a little bit, so if you want to see it without the copyright over the video there, make sure you go to our Patreon. You can see the full video there. But what do you think about this so far?
It's been a really cool experience. A lot of ups and downs, you know what I mean? It seems like every time he has an up, there's like multiple downs at the same time. So pretty much going through that. But I know in the last episode, we got to know how close him and his mom were and everything like that. I thought that was actually pretty cool to know how close they were and stuff like that. And I know he went to his grandparents' house, his mom's parents obviously, and they were crying there too. His dad or his grandfather was pretty much telling the story of how close they were and stuff like that. I thought that was actually really cool to see all the insight behind it. You know what I'm saying? Just seeing how close they were and stuff like that. But it's been really cool, man. It's been a roller coaster, but it's been a really cool documentary so far.
Yeah, it has been. So hopefully that roller coaster comes to a nice ending.
Yeah, for sure. But we'll have to see what happens.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
Yeah.
It's a confidence blow.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
You have an obligation to your audience.
Warm up, kid.
I came from Germany. Italy. We're from France. We've been kidnapped for
Man.
15 hours.
Some people were there the day before. It's 8 p.m.
Someone
Everybody
before
came from everywhere.
came here
Yeah.
Tuesday in the morning.
I will leave my job, whatever I'm doing, I will go. 2,000 pounds for the ticket, I will take it.
Someone just caught me. Shit pants tonight. That's how much I'm shitting. It's shit pants. Yeah, ready. Oh, look at this. Look at that. It's all about
It's pretty cool. It's a little warm up for him.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this song sounds catchy as hell.
It really does.
This song sounds familiar.
It does, but
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think I might have heard this song before.
it almost looks like the same video as the other one we just checked out. Yeah, Rick Roll.
Yeah, they
Looks like the same video.
Yeah. You're right there.
everything, man. Everything's fucking mega. Can't get my head around it. Do you know what's funny? I didn't think about my vocals.
No.
After the second or third song I settled down, I didn't think about it because it was irrelevant to me. Because the atmosphere, the energy, what I could see I was doing for people in the front row, and it was a breakthrough tonight, Lynn. It was breakthrough.
He smashed it. The fans smashed it. They
He could have gone out there and been
fucking
silent
boss.
and everybody would have been excited.
Oh, yeah.
It was sick. It were better than the One Direction gigs.
That'd be funny as hell.
Leaving my house and knowing that I was going to start.
I feel like
that
you gotta
tour,
be hyped
I
by
feel
that,
like from
though.
the
You gotta
minute
do
I
that.
shut my door, it all became real, and I was really excited about what was to come. And I can picture getting on the tour bus for the first time, and it's super nostalgic, and it looks just like the one that we were in the band. And I'm really excited about the shows. It's like a moment for me to show off what the fuck I've been doing for the last 4 or 5 years. Do you know what I mean? And really be like, this is who I am, this is what we're working with. You kill my mind, raise my body. exactly how it was going to be, and I had these things in my head thinking like, going on tour on my own, is that going to be the same? Am I going to have as much fun? And like all of these things. But those shows were even better than I could have imagined. You know, the atmosphere,
That's
and
awesome.
the love, and that feeling in the room was like amazing.
I feel it's
Those
got
are
to be
the
different though,
kind of
because it's
things
only
that I've
you.
had to digest
You're the only
because I
performer there, so
feel
all
the
eyes are on you.
importance of those shows to
And you know
some
everybody's there for you.
Yeah.
Just the idea of finally getting to what I'd worked for, you know, it just eliminated any doubt, you know. I'm just like, okay, I can definitely do this. I'm supposed to do this. All these people are here to see me.
She's over here flicking her middle finger and everything.
He comes across very, a little bit like this, but he's so gentle and so sensitive on the inside. I think that's why I feel a little bit almost sad, because I know he's going to be a different person in a month's time. Come next tour, he's just going to fly, or even in, you know, at the end of the year. This is like, it's just going to keep going like this. And he's off now. That's it.
And then we turned up the next day for the next show, and there was more talk about COVID and more talk about like a potential lockdown. And I'm not gonna lie, like I'd not really taken it that seriously.
If we want to reroute it in the same way, the likelihood is we won't be able to get the same venues and routing again until April, May next year.
Because that, wow.
Because everything in the autumn's already booked. Because tours are getting booked up 12, 18 months in advance.
So, is there any way around that?
Not really.
Different venues? Everyone's booked?
Everyone's trying to do the same thing.
It didn't
Yeah,
matter
it's
anyway.
frustrating.
All that stuff got
Especially because
canceled
last
too.
night was so special, and I'm like, right, let's fucking have it. And then it was a potential that it could be stop-start now, or just stop.
That just really
If
fucking
I'm a
sucks.
betting man, which I am, it looks
Well,
like odds are,
finally he's going.
you know,
He's
the
gonna
rest
hit
of the
back
world
down.
are gonna follow. Especially
That's
places
tough.
that we're touring. So, yeah. Shit.
That's every time.
Waiting for
Every
that
time you know
break.
he's starting his tour, and then
That
bam.
easy fucking run and no bullshit, no stress. I'll be waiting a little bit longer, I think.
That would suck to have your tour canceled, you know, and there's nothing like you can do anything about it.
Yeah. The whole tour was postponed.
What's amazing for me in a life that's so manic and so the opposite of normal, like when I've been on like one leg of the tour and then I'll come back to LA and spend the time with Freddie, and you go from like one extreme to the other, it's actually a really comforting feeling, obviously, but just that it feels so normal and that I get to have those normal moments of, you know, just taking him to the park or whatever it is. Freddie lives in LA, my family live in Doncaster. So if I'm with Freddie and I've been there for 3 weeks, a month, whatever it is, I really miss my grandparents, I miss my sisters. And then when I go back to England, then I have that same feeling, but almost twice as hard with missing my Freddie. So it's something that, it doesn't get any easier, but it's something I suppose I've grown used to.
Freddie, it's so important to him. Any moment he can get off, you know, he'll fly 20 hours back to LA to make sure he can see him. I think that it just shows who he is as a person, because his family, his son, all come well before anything else.
Every time I come and I spend all this time with Freddie, and it just gets harder every time leaving him, man, definitely. Just because the older he gets, the more of the little lad I see, you know what I mean? Wait, watch me. Playing now with the kite just gives you an opportunity to be a big kid again, do you know what I mean? It is cool, man.
When
really
you're running
cool.
with it, it looks really good. You should have a look. Because sometimes you're just running forward and you're missing all the action. Let me show you. Yeah? Easy, innit?
I've never feared being a dad. I've kind of played that role anyway as big brother, and then once my mum passed, between me and my grandparents, we kind of sit in this hybrid as parent to my sisters, do you know what I mean? So I kind of had a crash course in what it is to be a dad before Freddie came around.
When they brought the baby over to England, he could tell immediately it was his little one, and that was it.
I mean, Freddie's in America most of the time. We only see him very occasionally, once a year perhaps. And he's such a lovely lad. He's Louis' absolute double.
Seeing my family with him, man, it was just amazing. I mean, I'm lucky to spend plenty of time with Freddie, whereas my family, they really don't get to see him a lot. We FaceTime all the time. And it was just magical, man. There were little moments where, you know, I'd kind of just be in my own head, just looking around, and it was lovely, man, lovely. Seeing my nan and granddad so happy, my sisters all buzzing off Freddie, and him just loving all the attention he's getting off everyone. It was really, really nice, man, really nice. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! Oh! My nan and granddad will often say something about mum or something about Felicity or whatever. And sometimes when I'm there, it's not until that moment that I remember necessarily. Sometimes you're just in the moment and you're feeling it, and then someone might say something and then you feel the weight. Whereas it was quite a different situation when I was there with Freddie. I felt really proud. And I remember thinking, like, my mum would have loved this.
All right, we're gonna pause it here. I'll tell you what, man. I feel like this is getting like into like the better part. You know what I mean? I know, like, obviously, like, he started his tour and everything. Seemed like everything was going good. Seemed very happy and everything like that. Now, obviously, his tour got postponed because of COVID and everything. But I thought it was a good thing for him too, though, as well. You know what I mean? To be able to spend time with his family, his son, and everything like that. That's pretty fucking cool. I didn't know he had a son, so I think that's actually really fucking cool.
We know.
But I mean, he looks like he's a really good father by what we've heard.
Yeah.
I mean, he seems like he's a really good father. They said whenever he gets a chance, he'll fly out to LA just to go see him and everything, to spend as much time with him. And he said that his friend said pretty much family comes first for him. So I just think that's really amazing, really is. But I think Louis is an amazing person. He really is. I feel like he's been through a lot of ups and downs. He's been through a lot of shit, you know what I mean? But like the way he handles it and everything, I feel like he handles it in a really good way. And I just feel like he's doing amazing things. He really is. So I'm really hoping, like, as we keep going on with this documentary and stuff, we see him get back in the tour, maybe get into the groove and everything like that, and then everything just starts going north from there. You know what I'm saying? But I really like this documentary so far. But we'll see what happens. What do you think, Jack?
Yeah, no, I completely agree. That's awesome that he'll fly out like from anywhere just to go see his son, you know, to spend some time with him and stuff like that. And I kind of agree at the same time, you know, it would have been awesome for his tour to continue, but being postponed might have been maybe the right thing for him to spend a little more time with his family and his son and stuff like that, you know, get to, you know, have that personal time away before you really like went into the tour. And maybe he did, and they just didn't show it, but, you know, maybe he needed a little bit more time, and you know, being postponed a couple years, maybe that was for the best. But it does kind of suck because every time he starts riding that high a little bit, he gets knocked down. It's every time, no matter what. So hopefully, you know, the rest of this goes up from here.
Definitely.
You know, he spends time with his son, goes spend some time with his family, and then, you know, goes up from here, hopefully.
Yeah. But we'll see what happens. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, make sure to like button. If you're not part of J2R family, make sure you hit the subscribe button.
Make sure you check us out on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Patreon.